Hello, this is Arabella from Arabella's Heart for Book Art, and I wanted to show you how far I am. I did work a little bit off camera because this is really a big project, and yeah, I can't do everything on camera, and then it will be a 6-part series. If you're interested in that, please let me know and I will go into more detail into how and what my process is. So I will first show you the front cover, and I did place a gem here, and I found some glittery things in my stash. So also over here I attached. I left a flap onto it. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do it because the inside cover is still looking like this. I also stuck down some fabric, and this is wedged in between the inside and the outside thingy. Also what I did was cut out some of these butterfly shapes out of books, and I have a book, the Book of Nature, because this is a little bit nature themed. This will be, I chose this book, and this is a little bit freehand cut out. Also this, and this is not really how I'm going to put it into the book, so this is still really random. So I also found one of my own designs, and I stuck down one of the cutouts. So when I cut off this, the inside is this, from this fabric, and I did choose the other side. So this is the original side with the bright colors, but I thought the other side was a little bit more muted and more suitable for Tonya's designs. So if you're new and you didn't see the introduction for this project, I will put it up here and down below so that you can see what it is that I talked about. So the shape that you see is my design, and all the papers, almost all the papers, I will point them out, are from Tonya. I will first say that she, on Instagram, she's called Let's Design Creative. On YouTube over here she's called Tonya Samuels, and on Etsy she's called Design Craft Fabulous, and this is a DT for Tonya Samuels. She designed beautiful digital papers, and this is one of them, and that's called In the Garden, I think, and I also used Nature's Beauty in this project. So it will be a butterfly book, as you can see, and I also already cut out the width of my spine, so it won't be a small book. This really will be a large book. What you see here are the inside papers that I will use for the inside, because this is really a little bit the colors that are more prominent are the green and the purple. So that's what I'm trying to use throughout. So this will be the width of the, and I will tell you how large it will be. It's a 3.5 inch width, and the length I took from here to here, from the point to the point, and not taking the curve. and that is 7.5 in height, and the whole height of the whole book is almost 12. When you're not counting the fabric, it is 11.5. Just about. No, it is 11 in height. So I want to show you what I cut out so far. So I will go further. I also put sort of a booklet together, and this is vellum that I stuck down. I ripped it off, and it's also with botanicals onto it, and this is from a book, from the same book, Nature's Beauty. So I chose the Book of Nature, I mean. And this is also one of the designs that was in the book. So this became a booklet of sorts, and I also left a flap onto it. So there are a lot of nice drawings in this book, and also garden images, so I wanted to show that. Here is one of the, also I chose these for the cover, but these colors are a little bit different because my ink was changing, but I left it because I liked it. So the original is more green, as you can see, and yeah, I have a little bit of printer issues, but if I like it I will leave it. So these colors I really like. Perhaps this is more the original, I think, if I'm honest. Okay, and I left sort of a flap onto everything because that way I can put pages together easily, more easily. So I won't leave it that large, but if I wanted to keep this, I could round the corners and then keep it as an insert or a tuck spot, right? So this is also from a book, from the same book, and I put coffee dyed paper, but it wrinkled a little bit because I used too much brown paper, I think. So this wrinkle came undone. There was a wrinkle here that kept it like this, and that came a little bit, that went straight, so now it's a little bit wiggly. I don't know if I'm keeping it like this, but perhaps I will, because now it's all wobbly like this. But well, these I made a few of these, and these will be the first and the last page of every signature. And what I also want to do is sew, but my sewing machine is not really working, so I have printer issues and my sewing machine is not really working together. It stopped working sewing onto paper, so that's really bad for me. That's really too bad, right? So I'm thinking about sewing a few by hand, perhaps a few curves, or to make that sewing yeah, look, perhaps sew a few and then ruffle them up, a few ruffles. That's what I could do. So, and also this is so the A side, and this is the B side. That's how I call it. So this is my an old design. This is fabric with sewing on it, so I thought that would really work. And I loved also the muted colors with the polka dots on top. So this is the A side, this is the B side. So I only switch it up one time to do that. So I used brown paper, but I don't know if I'm keeping it like this. So I think I will sew and embellish it. So this is really the, yeah, the basic, right, of the book. So this is also really pretty from an art book. And this is the one that I switched it up, and I did that accidentally. So because I think the colors worked so well, I didn't really see what I was doing. But I have this also on this side, but that's okay. So that this side is also pretty. So, and I kept the strip so that I can attach pages together like this. And then I will make it a smaller strip. So to have options, that's why I kept it like this, and also was thinking about the tuck spot idea. So yeah, I really like this one as well, and I also inked the edges already. So these are 2 book pages that I put together, and here's also again this design. These are from In the Garden. That's her listing, the name of her listing. So what I said, I will keep the pretty ones for the front and the back of each signature, so that it's throughout the same height. When you look into the book, you see different sizes. That's what I want to do. Also, this one is one of my favorites, also from In the Garden, and this is my own design on the back. And here I already made a page so that you can see what my intention is for the feel of the book. I wanted to make something like this. So here is the A side again and the B side. And here I put one of my belly bands, and here is an insert, and I already inked it up. This is from the other one, and I'm looking at my notes. Nature's Beauty, I think. Love Nature's Beauty. It says Love Nature's Beauty, but perhaps I wrote that down because I loved it. And In the Garden. So Nature's Beauty is this, and In the Garden is the rest. So I already inked it. I bought new inks, and here also sewing would really look really cool for this. So, and I'm not sure if I'm keeping this. This is again the strip that I kept, but I thought that looked really cool like this. So it could also be sort of an insert like that. You can pull it out, and here what I did was I just pulled this apart to fray it, because this is really sturdy, strong fabric. It is tightly woven, so it was really hard to pull that apart, but I want that look, right? So that sewing like look. So I also did it on this side. So this is how I want the rest of the book to get this kind of look. And this is the back cover. So I kept this onto it because this will be not the first time that I'm making this book, but I want to show you first. I want to show you what I'm going to do for the spine. Wait a minute. So this is the back, and I purposely chose a different, not to do the flower exactly as the front cover, because I do, here it's more central and here it's not. So I could have chosen with my template to scoot that over, but I kept it like this. So now it looks like a skinny book, but it will be a really large book. And this is not how it will look, because I will divide these larger ones throughout, and then the smaller ones will go in between. and then you will have a book with a shape. That is so cool. That is really, yeah, what I love. So let me show you my idea for the spine. So I have this fabric for the spine. I also found a doily. I think that would really look cute to have a piece of the doily over here, and I can perhaps leave a bit open to stick something under it, like flowers, or yeah, to embellish. Or I also have this brown doily I showed you on Instagram. I once upon a time I painted this, so the one side is really yeah, brown, and on this side you have multiple colors. So I could also do this so that the white one is really showing, or let it stick out a little bit like this. I also made this cluster embellishment from one of the small ones, so I could also tuck that in, or put that onto it. I don't know, but I have a, no, that's not what I want. So I have a lot of ideas that I want to do, and I also have more ideas that I wanted to show you. So this is the spine idea. I also have 2 layers. So this is for the outside spine, and this is just about how it will look. Let me show you. This is not in the right size yet. It's the height is not how it's going to be. So this is just about how it will look. I have a curl here, I see. That will be for the back. I'll try to straighten that out. So something like this, and I think I will let this peep out a little bit more, and then the white one scoot over a little bit like this, and then this will go over it like this. So I do want this beautiful paper to be seen, right? So I don't want to cover that up too much. So this is just about how it will look. I will try out my sewing machine. I just don't want to you ruin this, so because I saw it didn't work, so I just don't want to ruin this beautiful paper, right? So this is my idea and how far I am. I also have an inside spine. I don't know if I'm going to use it. This is my own design, and I could also only use it for the guide, so I will do 3 signatures, and I could also go for 2, because when I lay it inside, it's a little bit in height almost exactly, but in width it's a little bit smaller, but that will wrap also over it. So I don't know exactly, or wrap like this, yeah, like this. So it could work. But the next thing what I want to show you is, yeah, I got some stickers, botanical vellum stickers, and I want to use that in this project. Really cool, and you can also color them in or leave them black and white onto a colored background like this to do something extra, right? So I played around with an envelope and some of my fabric. This is not really stuck down really well, but I wanted to give you an idea what you also can do. And perhaps this will go inside the book, or this will be in a separate booklet. I don't know yet, but I really love this idea of the butterfly. I kept it loose like that, and I also made sort of a construction, and the insides are white still. This one is a little bit crooked, I saw, but well, I could still loosen it up. This is my own design. This was a reject, but the colors really went well. This was when I first started out, and I still had pixelation going on. I was trying stuff out, but for a background, I really thought this went well together. So I didn't mind that. So I did make it like this. And there are already is a different design in it. This I had in my stash. So I could make this into a booklet like that. So I really like this idea that you can just stick this down and then have it go like that, right? Also with the smaller on this side. Yeah, I really like this idea. And also what you can do is put that onto a book. And I want to show you also different designs really quick. So I have this cream colored book. I have two, so that I wanted to make something with an altered book or a junk journal. So I think this will be an altered book, but I want to show you how cool that looks with a butterfly. You could also make a strip and then only with the strip attach it, but you can attach this, only this, and then use it as a tuck or pocket, and then you will have also a pocket on the inside. You can sew it beforehand and then attach it. That's also a possibility, but I really love this design together with this cream. Don't you think that really looks cool? So those are my ideas, and I really wanted to share that. And now I'm going to try to sew. Show you really quick two of my new distress inks, and I have two different ones. They are on the table. I will show you when I'm back with the sewing part. So I will see you then. So I'm back. I wanted to show you my new two distress inks. Evergreen Bow, that's what it says, and Shaded Lilac. So also green and the purple like colors, but also that's also in the design, in the paper design, I saw a little bit of pink. So I also got the pink, and I also got yellow, and that's in the fabric. So this is the spine piece, and I also sewn on a little bit at a few spots. I sewn on the doily. That will be the spine piece like this. So this you will see on the back, and I can also hang embellishments onto it. I don't know which side I will do but I think this clean edge side will be the front cover, but I will decide. So this I thought was too bright to combine with the fabric, so with the design, I mean fabric. of the front and the back cover, so that's why I decided to turn that around and use the inside of the fabric. That's also a really good idea. And then also I had some sheer white fabric, so I also layered that, and then on top the doily. So that will be the spine. And I also hand sewn a zigzag sewn because my yeah, it didn't work. So, and I didn't want to ruin this cover. And that's, oh, I see my thingy is gone. I will have to look. While I was sewing, this came off, so I will have to put that back on. But I have more, I think. I was look at my stash. I think I have more also sewn along the side there, but I wanted to show you how this works. So how I do this with by hand, and it's not really that difficult. I make sure that my fingers are behind it like this, so I'm not poking myself. And then my thumb, I will hold it like this. Then I will decide how I'm going to poke the holes, and in your mind you can make a zigzag. So low, high, low, high, low, high, and then try to do it evenly spaced. So as you can see here, it's not really perfect, but that's the point. You don't have to do it perfectly. So how I do this is I really debated if I wanted to go through these beautiful flowers, but I will do it because I do love the design on it. It really stands out a little bit. Also, what I wanted to tell you is that I took 3 threads. I have pink, I don't know if that's really visible, pink, yellow and green. That's what I chose. Not stand out too much, but enough to be seen. That's how I thought it would be. So I will poke a hole here, and this is time consuming, but I so wanted that look, so I thought I'm going to do it anyway. Going down, going up, and try to evenly space. This is going round, so that is a little bit difficult, but then it's not it's handmade, so that makes it even more personal, more yeah, I like it even more that way. So make it zigzag in your mind and try to evenly space this out from the high to the low, and then I'm eyeballing it. You can also measure it out, but easiest way is just take your sewing machine. But I just tore the fabric a little bit, so but that's okay because the fabric wasn't on that spot. High and then low, high, low, high, low, high, low. I'm turning the paper as I go. High, low. What I also wanted to say is that the white for background, so if you want to make an 1/8 of an inch edge around it, the white would also be a good way to go. So because she has really beautiful white here and here, that the white flowers, I think that would look really beautiful. High, low, high. I'm going a little bit higher. Low, high, low, high, low. Here's the ink. High, a little bit messily. Low. You can make it broader, the spaces in between. If you make it broader, it will give you a different look. And I don't know what I'm going to do here, but I think I'm going to do zigzag together with the spine, so that I also have a zigzag over there. And then I will have a zigzag all around, just as I want it, but it is a little bit more time consuming, a lot more, but I'm willing to do it because I saw, when I saw this paper, I already had sort of a vision in my mind of what I wanted to do, so I'm trying to to achieve that goal. So I will go to here. Now I think I'm going to start here. So take my, and I already made a long thread, so I can sew without stopping. I think I'm going to make a knot, try to make a double a little bit onto each other or next to each other. So because I like the threads, I'm starting on the outside. The next is here. No, I'm starting here. In the beginning it is a little bit not that easy. Also I have really bad eyes, so I will have to refer back to the back side. Also, what I wanted to say, if you want also the sewn part to be shown through the back cover, then you will have to wait, put the back cover on first and then sew. But because I'm doing this by hand, did I do it wrong? Oh no, just cut. Because I'm doing it by hand, I think I'm going to make mistakes, and I already did a few parts back, so I'm glad I did it. And as you can see, you don't have a zigzagging at first. You have sort of these lines that go like this, but when you then go back, then you will finish it as a zigzag. So it is a lot of sewing, but yeah, what I said, I want to, so I can't really find the other hole. Found it. I'm holding it up so you can see it a little bit better. Thread is that long that I'm getting caught on my supplies. It's getting caught on my supplies. And my stickers as well. So I think I'm going to speed it up for you now, and then I will see you as I'm going back. Hello, I'm back. So I'm going to sew this, and then I will show you what I did off camera. Now I'm going back. Let me see. Here you see all the lines go like this. And now I'm going back, and now I will make the zigzag complete. So you will also see the zigzag on the other side. So here I just going back and make the connections between the holes, if you will, where there's no thread yet. It's very simple. I hope I'm explaining well and I'm showing it okay. So I will flip it back and forth. Let me see, did I do that correctly? Yes, I did. There is an embellishment a little bit on that edge. Now I forgot to sew one, but I will go back for that one, I think. Let me see if I can do it right now, because I do want to continue, but well, why not do it when you see it, right? So I'm still caught in something. Just going back the same way like this, so I have a double one, but I want this corner one to be threaded as well, so I could also use it to hang an embellishment onto, but I'm just making the zigzag complete. So now I'm going through this hole. I'm going through the wrong one. Oopsie. I want this one up here. Why can't I find it? It's up here. Found it. And then go to the one over there. It's a little bit hard to see because there is an embellishment sticker, but I hope you can see it okay like this. I did put on, even though it's really sunny and I'm sweating profusely over here, it's really warm in the Netherlands. We are having a heat wave. I think about 80, but yeah, for you guys, some of you are used to that, but we are not. So it's usually not this humid and warm. So we only have that sometimes and a short period of the year. So July or August, perhaps 1 week or less, a few days. So no, we are not really used to this. So here you can see there is no thread here, so I'm just following that where the holes where there's no thread, and then go from here to there. So I will go make it go a little bit faster, so you don't have to watch me do this in real time, right? As tightly as I want it to be, so I don't want it to get loose. Yeah. And now it's also broke. So this is of course the inside cover, and because it's so dark, I have to I want to do something on the inside, but I'm not sure yet. If I'm seeing it through, I'm not really sure what I will do. So